But from today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about never do these things in dating. Never do these things in dating in the Philippines. What a joy, such a joy it is to come back here and get my friends. And the thing I want to say, those here for the first time, if you would please, click on that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you continue receiving fresh, new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, when you talk about dating, whether it's in the Philippines, Russia, China, Timbuktu, you know what to do. Never, ever, ladies and gentlemen, never, I got 4 things for you. Never, okay? Number 1, never see them every day, okay? Never. When you initially start dating with someone and you're infatuated with them, you like them, never, ever see them every day. Always have a gap in between the time you see them, okay? Yeah, because the first thing you know, you see them every day. Oh, you can't wait to see them, you can't wait to see them, can't wait to talk to them, can't wait to go on a date. Next thing you know, guess what? Sister girl gonna thank you. She got you on a string like a puppet on a string. Yeah, puppet on a string. And man, she gonna think she got you hooked, booked, shook. And when a woman thinks that she has you all up on herself, you know what I'm saying? She thinks she got you like what she got. She thinks she hot like Scott. You know what I'm saying? And so look here, man. Give yourself some time to regenerate. Give yourself some time to think about her. And then, more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, give her some time to think about you. If she really cares for you, shares for you, what's up, D? If she really cares for you, shares for you, she will wait. She'll be more excited to see you if there's been a gap between the first time you saw her and the last time you saw her. Give her a day or so. What's wrong with that? Yeah? Every time you turn around, you got to be smothering and covering her like you at Waffle House. You don't need that. She don't need that either. Give her some space. When you give a woman some space, they can have time to think about you. You have time to think about you, about her. Is she the right one, baby? Or is she just a fling, you know? And then whenever you find out that she's just a fling, you treat her that way. You know, just somebody I met, you know, just somebody I know, just an acquaintance. And you give yourself time to get to know her, okay? But you can't give yourself time to know her when you all up in her grill 24/7, 365. Ladies feel like you have smothering them. You don't give them a chance to breathe, you know? And that, to be honest with you, that will make anybody think that you're obnoxious. That will make anybody think that you're crazy. You know, I don't know. This guy can't stop calling me. I don't know what's wrong. We just saw each other like every time I'm tired of him. You know what I'm saying? So if you want a recipe for getting dumped by the opposite sex, stay up in their grill 24/7. Okay? And you just met them. Give them some space. There needs to be a gap to measure your love, to measure your fondness, to measure your affection for one another. There needs to be a gap between the first time you saw her and the next time you see her. Give her a day or so. You know? That's a comfortable gap. A day, a half a day, sometimes 2 or 3 days. And if you really meant something to her, she'll remember you and she'll be happy to receive your call. She'll be happy to receive your text. She'll be happy to receive your chat, you know, your video chat. Because you gave her gap there. And then when you give somebody a gap and they were fond of you, they'll be happy to see when you reach them again. Number 2. And I talked about this last night on the last video, but I couldn't keep that video up because the video was terrible. The audio was awesome, but the video was so bad I had to delete it. So I'm going over it again. Number 2. Never ever, ladies and gentlemen, ask for your lady's password for email or social media passwords Because number one, that's distinguishingly showing that you have no trust in her. That you are suspicious of her intentions. You're suspicious of her modus operandi. You're suspicious of what she's telling you. You don't trust her. And that's the last thing you want to do when you're dating someone, is to give off the impression that you don't trust her. Yeah. So when you give off the impression you don't trust her, in her mind, he don't trust me. Only thing he wants from me is lust me. He don't trust me, he just lusts me. You know what I'm saying? You don't trust her to be honest to you. You don't trust her to be truthful. So all you want her is to lust. And when a woman get in their mind that you just want to lust after her, you just want her body, and you don't care about her, you won't be friends with her long, because she has no respect for you. She can't even look at you, because you, in her mind, in your mind, she's just a piece of meat, okay? And when a woman feels that she is just a piece of meat that you want to taste, they have no respect for you. And they're not going to spend a lot of time with you. Because most females, listen to me good, most females are looking for they want a permanent relationship, whether it be loving, whether it be live-in, whether it be marriage, whether it be engagement. They want an orphan girlfriend. They want a permanent relationship. They don't want no one-night affair. Slam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Anybody can do that. A dog can do that. Are you a dog? Hold up, I'm gonna ask you again. Are you a dog, man? Okay, yeah. I thought not. I hope not. But that's how a lot of guys think. I'm just a dog, I got the dog in me. Nothing but a dog in me. Remember that song? A lot of guys think like that. And when you have a dog mentality, oh Lord, don't get me started with that. When you have a dog mentality, you will treat your lady like a bitch. I'm sorry. I made the word rhyme with bitch. When you have a dog mentality, I said it again, some of y'all ain't hear me. You will treat your lady like the word that rhymes with witch. Put the letter B in front of it. That's how you treat her, And most women, even though they use the B word on each other, they don't like to be thought of as the word witch with the letter B in front. They don't like to be thought of like that, especially from their man. So look here. Never distrust her. Never ask her for your password, but you can't trust what she say. You can't trust where she been last night. You can't, they don't like that. They don't like that, and that won't work in your favor. That will work in your disfavor. Next thing you know, you call them or you tell them, hey, have you got the money now? Nah, I'm done with you. Because you asked her for something that was inappropriate. You asked her to divulge her secret, private. And first of all, that's a violation of her privacy, okay? That's a violation of her privacy, asking for her social media. Did she ask you for yours? No, because she respects you. So when you ask her for hers, that's a matter of your disrespect. Most women, men, women, boys, or girls, don't like to deal with nobody that disrespects them, okay? So I'm trying to tell you guys, be careful when you date these, especially the Filipinos. Filipinos want to be respected by you. And when they don't feel that they're respected by you, you won't be with them long. They won't be with you long. Number 3. Okay, number 3. Last one, sort of connected. Don't always text your lady 24/7. Okay? Don't do that, man. Please. Because when you text her 24/7 again, you're showing that you distrust her, you don't care about her. All you want to do is be in her face. You're so infatuated about her. And again, she realizes that you like her to the extent that you want to always talk to her. But that's a turnoff to a lot of women. Why you always got to text? That's a form of your assuring that her to know that you have possibly a form of toxicity. Yeah. You always got to know where she's going. You always got to know what she's doing. And you text her incessantly. Over and over and over again. Have you ever done that to your woman? 5 minutes, every 5 minutes. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Where you at? Come on, man. Give it a break. She deserves the rest, and so do you. I know you might like her, you might feel all like that about her, but somebody needs to give it a break, and it should be you. You got to learn how to regulate yourself. Because I guarantee you, if you continue to text her 24/7 when she's not liking it, she's not feeling it, you won't be feeling it because she gonna dump you, okay? So, never text her 24/7. And last one, don't ask what you're doing. What are you doing? Where you going? What are you doing? Yeah, especially when you're on a date. You won't come ask her, where you want to go? Where you want to eat? Have you ever done that? I know. Some of y'all, I have been guilty of doing it, but I realize that whenever a man asks a woman and he on a date with her, where you want to go? What you want to do? Where you want to eat? You know, that could be irritating to the woman. And the reason why, women expect for a man to take what? Leadership. Women expect for a man to take ownership. When you go on a date with a lady, you have to have planned that date. Say, look, this is how you should do it. Say, look, sweetheart, how you doing today? Okay, I'm so glad we agreed on a date. Hey, this is what we're gonna do. I got a date planned for us. We're gonna go to do a movie first, and then we're gonna go to dinner. And after dinner, we're gonna go to the club and we're gonna dance a little bit. That's okay, it's just my deal. You know, is that all right? Then we're gonna come home, then we're gonna go home to my house and chill for a little bit. Is that all right? Plan it out, man. Plan it out. Don't come and ask her what she, because when she gets, you ask her for a date, she expects you to have your date planned to a T. Thank you so much for the donation to the nation, Terry Fleming. Yeah, she expects you to have your date planned to a T. Okay, so if you were coming and getting to her and say, well, let's go, where you want to go, what you want to eat, I don't know. You're showing her that you're, number one, indecisive, okay? Number two, you have no leadership ability. And I'm going to tell you, man, whenever you're indecisive with a woman, she going to be the one to make the decision, okay? And she will label you in her mind as a weakling, as a weak man. You don't want to come off your own woman as a weak man. So have your stuff together when you go out on a date. So look here, baby, this is what I got planned. We're going to dinner, we're going to movies, we're going to come back and do some dancing at the club, and we're going to chill at your place. Is that all right? You know, have something, man. Have something. Because when you have nothing, my mama told me a long time ago, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. So when you come on her talk about what we going to do, you ain't got nothing planned, you're going to say, look here, brother. You asking me where I'm going? You're supposed to be taking me out on a date. If I was taking you out on a date, mister, I would have something planned. Don't come to me like with that craziness. That telling me you ain't about nothing. You're not a man, you a punk. You asking me? I'm the woman. Who's a man around here? You or me? You ever had that said? A woman ever tell you who's a man? You ever had that happen to you? I've had it happen to me. It's not a good feeling. I have had that said to me. You know, my woman, she said, who's the man around here? Me or you? That hurt, man. You know, I said, what you mean? Who's the man? I'm the man. I said, no, you're not. You asking me where we want to go to eat. You know, you asking me what I want to do. Man's supposed to have it already planned. He said, do you want me to plan the date, or you want to do what your man is supposed to do with your manly self, if he's a man? Man, that embarrassed me. I learned that lesson, man, the hard way. Ever since that point, I never go on a date and say, what you want to do, where you want to go. Nah, you have it planned out to a T. And if she don't like where you have her planned to go, she will politely let you know, sir, no, I don't like to go to no club. I'm not the club type of woman. Okay, I'm not the club kind of woman. I don't do that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I thought of you like that. That way, I guess I'm trying to get to know you. Do you have a better idea? What else would you like us to go? Then you can ask her what else. That's appropriate. When she's turned down something you just suggested or planned, then it's appropriate for her to make some other suggestions. Okay? But initially, you should plan the date. So look, we're going to a museum. We're going to a play. That play is always appropriate. To be honest with you guys, I have had a lot of success with women, taking women to movies, taking them to plays, and the plays were the best. We went to Atlanta, Fox Theater. I don't know if y'all know live in Atlanta. There's a theater out there called Fox Theater. They always have a lot of plays. And when the women I took to the plays, that was one of some of the best days, because a lot of them have never been to play, a play, And so that was some of the best days I've had. We have to go to a play, and then after the play we eat dinner, or sometimes before the play, and then we have a nice evening after, just chit chat and talk, whatever, go back to the play, whatever, But plan it out, man. Plan your dates, and when you do these things I talk to you about, man, you won't have no trouble on your date. You will get an opportunity to see how that lady is, how she functions, in your world, because the date is what you plan, right? That's the part of what you like, right? Or a part of what you think she might like. So you get a chance to see how she operates and functions in your world. Yeah? And sometimes a play, some of the things, especially for Filipina, they don't go to movies that much. Those things are novelty to them. They're new. You know? So you take her to go to dinner. Most of them don't go to dinner. You know? Those things are new to them. So whenever you have things that are new to a woman, that always opens up their eyes to you, and that brings you closer in your relationship to them as you begin to develop your relationship. Dating is the art of dating, ladies and gentlemen, can be very, very exciting. Can be very, very interesting. It can be a lot of fun, but you got to make it that way. Okay? And dating, the purpose of dating ultimately is to determine, is this person, could this person, should this person, would this person be a what? A right fit for you. Okay? So you want to take her in different experiences. You want to take her in different environments so that you can see a different sides of that lady. And at the same token, at the same time, she gets to what? See a different side of you. You know? That is the whole purpose of dating. So that you can understand her personality, see what's on her mind, and she can understand yours. You know? It's more to dating than just looking at each other's face every day and looking at each other's figure. Oh, she's fine. You know? And forget about just going out taking somebody out just because she got a fine shape. 36, 24, 36. That's not what it's all about. If she should happen to have a nice figure, if she should happen to look nice, that's a bonus. But your goal, your mission, if you're dating, if you're looking for somebody permanent, you're looking for a permanent relationship, is to determine where's her attitude. Does she have an attitude of gratitude, or did she funky? You know what I'm saying? A lot of women out there, when you take them out, and if you don't take them where they want to go, they will have a funky attitude with you. But look here, sweetheart, you know, let's go down. I plan our date tonight. We're going down to McDonald's. We're going to get the Big Mac special. What? He will go off on you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's about how you plan a date, how you relate to that woman. A woman, is all of it relates, all of this comes together to determine if she's right for you. You know, and sometimes you can use the date as a what? A testing factor. Test her. Yeah. T-E-S-T. You can test her. You can say, look, we're going to McDonald's, and then see what reaction. You know? And the Philippine will say, okay. You know, but American woman, nah. I am not the one. That's what they're going to say. I am not the one, Buster. You got to get somebody else. That day will be over before it gets started. So American women are more, you have to do more for them. They take more, they take more time, and they take more money, you know? They're more sophisticated, and they take more finesse. But Filipina, unless you date these Filipinos in Manila, you take them anywhere you want. You know, McDonald's, Jollibee, they have, you know. But American woman or a more sophisticated Filipino woman in Manila, you better take them to the best of the best, okay? But again, to be the leader, you need to determine where you want to go. All right, guys. Let's see what around the train about BobbieD, One Nation Grow. I'm here in Ayala Mall. DD get some groceries. She up here get some groceries. And Terry Fleming in the house with me there. Good to see you, Terry. Diaz, what's up, first man up in the house? Hey, Diaz, good to see you, buddy. Diaz, I think he'd be leaving tomorrow, man. We couldn't make it out there. We're going to try to get back together. But Diaz, man, it was nice, you know, nice seeing you. Hope you come back this way. I know you're going to be back again. If you get back to Cebu next time, bring your lady with us, man, okay? I'm going to check her out. I'm going to check her out, man, and see where she at, okay? And I'll let you know if she's shady. Because I can tell when looking at her and talking to him a little bit, I know, okay? So good to see you, man. Terry Fleming, thank you so much for the donation to the nation. More blessings, more love. Thank you so much, my brother. So good to see you. This is my second broadcast for the day, you know what I'm saying? And we might come back again, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do, man. I come back and I talk to you guys about the things of the Philippines, the things of this world, and things about life, okay? Because everybody needs a friend, and I'm your friend indeed, okay? I'm your friend in need, and I'm your friend indeed. I give it to you right, tight, long, and strong. And I give it to you way your mama didn't do it for you. I give it to you way your daddy didn't do it. Yeah, that's what I do, you know? I give it to you straight talk that you never got from a home front. I give it to you, man. Let's go. Terrence, I always trusted my ex being jealous in your relationship is an awful weakness that starts the problem. Yeah. Jealousy will kill a relationship really, really quickly. And that's what, when you come to the Philippines and you date a Filipina, you're going to wind up realizing that jealousy is paramount in their mind. Especially if you're taking that Filipina out 2-3 times, she thinks she owns you. And she's giving herself to you most of the time if she's a good Filipina. Now, let me tell you, if she's a bad one, the scammer jammer, she wants you to, she try to make you think she's jealous, but she don't care. All she wants is your money, you know? And so, but the good ones, they'll be really jealous of you and they'll be protective of you. But in an American mindset, American mentality, jealousy stinks. It's worse. It's one of the worst things that can happen over jealousy, let's put it like that. Oh, there's a certain modicum, a certain medium of jealousy is okay, okay? That's just healthy to a certain extent. However, and that's a big however, when it gets to the point where it's obnoxious, you know, you can't look at a woman, you can't look at it, you can't, what are you looking at, what are you looking at? That gets to be a little bit too much. And so when that will kill a relationship, okay? When I met Lisa D, she was like that. She was a little bit, every time I turned, look, who is that? You know her? Do you know her? No, I don't know, I just looked at her. You know? And so we got over that. When we got married, she got out of it. But she knew that I was hers, you know? So it could be a turn off to some people. But then again, it could be a blessing to some people. Because some men like to know that their woman thinks a lot of them or enough of them to be jealous, you know? You know, they can look like Freddy Krueger. Ain't nobody gonna be jealous of Freddy Krueger, right? But your lady jealous of Freddy Krueger, got a lady, she jealous. That's a good thing, right? So it depends on the situation and the circumstances of how you take it. Everybody said, true, the woman may not want to go to the second base, but she won't tell you. It's a man's job to initiate the direction. Yeah, it's a man's job to lead. Men are naturally leaders, okay? We should be, but some of us are just, we don't do our responsibility. Because a lot of us are mama's boys, okay? We was raised in a female environment. We had no dad, no male. Hold on. I gotta wait till she gets through with all that banging back there. We had no male role model in the house. And so what mama said was whatever we know. So we looked at always the female side. And so we wind up being led, fed, and bred by females. And so when we get a relationship, we expect the lady to do the same thing mama did. Mama always put my shoes on. Mama always tied my tie. Mama always chose my shoes. Mama. You know? And so that's not good. Because the lady don't want to be your mom. Okay? Most women, when they get a relationship with you, they don't want you to think of them as their mom. But that's what happens when you're a weak, led, and fed man. You think of the woman as your mama, you know? And that's not healthy to get into a relationship with the opposite sex. Women want a man, a real man that can lead them, a man that they can trust, a man that can take care of them, guide them, okay? That's what a woman wants, you know? And when she don't get that, she find out she has to take over your responsibility, it's gonna be bad for you. You're gonna be like a whipped noodle. Every time she say jump, you're gonna say how high, honey. And that's not a good relationship. That's a one-sided relationship, and it should never be put up with, okay? I've had a few one-sided relationships. I didn't know it was one-sided until we got so far in it. And I realized that it was a toxic situation. And when I find out it's toxic, I'm out, you know? And it's hard sometimes when you've invested a lot of time in that woman, you've invested a lot of energy, a lot of money, you know? It's hard, man, but you still got to do it. The best things in life sometimes are the hardest things you do. Easy stuff, you know, you don't value easy stuff because it's easy. Anybody can do it. But the stuff that's hard in life is what you value. So, bite the bullet, cut the cord whenever you find it. And I'm going to talk about toxic stuff. It might be tonight, might be tomorrow. But I'm going to talk about toxic relationships. Because a lot of you are in very, very bad situations and you don't even know it, you know? You think that your relationship with your lady is normal, but it's abnormal. And you'll never know if you never talk it over with somebody or something else. Because a lot of times what happens is men will talk about their woman or their relationship with their mothers or their sisters or their buddy. And the buddy or their family member will recognize, hey man, it's not right. What's wrong with you? And they'll get mad with the family member for talking, saying that thing because their eyes is messed up. They can't see the toxicity because they're in love. The love blinds people sometimes, And then if you're in a relationship like that, you're in trouble because nobody can help you but you. A lot of times, your friends, your family can tell you, and people who are smart enough, they'll listen. But when their friend, everybody telling you she ain't right, and you don't listen, that means your mind is messed up on her. She's controlling you, okay? And when you have somebody controlling and manipulating you, it is very, very hard to release that. It is very, very hard to get disengaged with them in your life, okay? Because you expect them to lead you. They tell you what to do on your job. They tell you what time to get up. They tell you what time to pick them up. They tell you what clothes to wear. You expect that? Codependency is a huge problem in relationships. I'm going to talk about that too. All right? But that's it for now. Let me see what else you got. That's it. Oh, okay. Terry Phillips, you know the first date, if it always start off at McDonald's, you see where her mind is. I love going to expensive restaurants, but not on the first date. Okay. That makes sense. Take them to an average place on the first date. See where their mentality is. See where their gratitude is. See where their heart is. And determine if you want to take it up a notch on the next date. There's nothing wrong with that. But normally, this is what I do I'm going to tell you a typical, when I was dating in the United States, I'm going to go through you with a typical date I would have. And it would be successful. I would start off the date. Normally, we would go to a place. Go to a movie, okay? That was a normal date. Sometimes I would start it off with a picnic in the park. For those of you in Atlanta, you know what Piedmont Park is? We go to a picnic at Piedmont Park sometimes, okay? After that, then we would go to a movie or play or something, depending on what we wanted after that. And then I would say get to the mall or someplace, look, whatever you want, let me know. I said within reason. Then I would give her like a necklace or if she wouldn't pick out nothing, I'll buy something for her, I said, this is my token of appreciation for you. I really like you. I only did this if I liked it, okay? If I didn't like it, we just, I just don't go to the dinner, we out. But then, once they show their appreciation, women like that. Women like when you really pamper them, I pamper them on the first date. And when they will respond, some of them I could go to second base with, depending on how you are. But a lot of them, you just wait, And so, at any rate, you've given them a taste of how you are as a gentleman. They respect your leadership. They respect the fact that you made of giving them a gift, But a lot of times, women don't get that when somebody gives them. They got to work all the time. Nobody gives them nothing. Working women, So, that's how I did. And usually those types of dates would respect me very, very good. I would learn how gracious they were. I would see if I bought them something or took them out to a nice place, I would see what they say. All of those things would give me judgment about their personality and if it's something I could go on further. Many of them, I didn't never call them no more, but a lot of them, the ones I like, that's the ones I stuck with, and that's the ones we developed a good relationship with. So that's what I did. Most of the time, when I went out like that, my dates were successful. There were some bad ones, because some of them, you think they're nice, and they're talking all about their ex-boyfriend and stuff. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear about your ex. Keep that to yourself. That's TMI, too much information. So when you take a woman out on a date, and all she got to do is talk about her family, my boyfriend, my mama said this. They're not for you, but they're not into you. They should be asking you questions about you. You should be asking them questions about their life, and they should be going back and forth of exchange of information. You're trying to determine what she's about. She's trying to determine what you're about. That's what you call a good date. Testing each other out, asking each other questions. Some things you might find that you don't like, And then some things you might find that you are awesome. It's loyal. It's awesome with you. You love it. That's how you find out if that person's compatible with you or if you're compatible with that person or not. By testing each other, questioning each other, making jokes, and you find out if she got a sense of humor, I always cut a few jokes with them to see if they're gonna laugh, you know. And if they didn't laugh at my jokes, they was out. Yeah, I can tell you. That was a big test. If they didn't laugh at my joke, man, I'm like, oh, nah, you got to go, sister. Nah, I just playing. But no, that was a barometer, one of the barometers. You know, I'm going to cut a few jokes, you know. Make a few jokes that I know I always get some laughs at. And if they laugh, okay, yeah, that's all right. I know she got a sense of humor. But if I make a few jokes and she don't laugh at none of them, nah, you're not the one for me. You got to laugh sometimes. I'd have somebody with a sense of humor, you know. So things like that, you will determine whether you're going to go further in that date or not. Now, this has been a dating broadcast to give you guys ideas of the kind of woman you should be looking for, the kind of things you should do on a date with a woman. Because a lot of you, believe it or not, some of you guys, 45, 55, and you know about taking people out, but you don't know about the art. There's an art, ladies and gentlemen, to dating. You know? You ever heard of it? There's an art. There may not be a science to dating, but there's an art. And if you're going practicing dating, you need to learn how to be a good what? Artist. A good dating artist. How to architect your date. How to develop and pull stuff out of people that you need to know. That is by having a good orchestrated architect, a good date. Okay? And planning it properly and executing it to the max. That's the purpose of your date. Okay? And you're the person that needs to do it. If you're taking a lady out, you're expected to do it. If she's taking you out, then she's expected to do it. Because a lot of times, in these days of women liberations, the women are the one that want to say, I want to take you out. You know? And the women want to pay for the dinner. They don't want you to pay. Women live and made a whole bunch of changes to the art of dating. You know? And so you need to be in touch with those ladies. You need to be in touch with the changes, because if you date a woman's liver, and she said, you get ready to pay for the dinner, she said, no, he don't pay for my dinner. I pay for my own. He's like, oh, what? Because then you know you're dealing with somebody that's possibly a feminist. And you got to be careful with feminists in this world, because they have a lot of things that will block you as far as a man being a man. A lot of times feminists want to make boys out of men. That's why they got these little groups called men going their own way, MGTOW. They don't like women, and they don't want women. They think women are only good for one thing, and that's it. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that's what I want to let y'all know. It's always good to make sure you're clear about what you do in a date and the things you say in a date when you go on dating with your lady. Okay, guys? That's it for now. This is BobbieD saying take care. God bless. And peace. All right, guys. See you on the backside of tomorrow. That's it.